Hello and welcome back to the channel. Right now I'm going to be looking at Pentatonix's 12 Days of Christmas, which was highly recommended by everybody in the comments. So I'm going to get started. Again, put your timestamps in the comments section below with the sections that you appreciate. The stuff that you want to tell me. Again, there are 5 moving parts here that are going a mile a minute. So with that, I know I'm going to be missing a few things, so please feel free to fill in what I miss. I don't take it personally, and enjoy the conversations and build the community. Again, this is really why one of the reasons I created this channel is so that you guys could build a community and interact with each other and really enjoy together the music that's presented here. So I'm sort of a conversation starter. I expect to get things wrong. You know, you can correct me in the comments. You can talk about stuff there. And again, just use the space as your own. So with that, I'm going to get started with Pentatonix's 12 Days of Christmas.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree.
On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the third day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree.
Before we get here, one thing I want to point out here is how they layer the vocals. Everybody gets to start, and then they'll build on each other. It's quite an interesting use of building harmonies. Is instead of having everybody start and then split off, they jump in on the note within the chord at the time that they need to, so that each person gets a chance to start their section, and then they build the chord together. And so I'll go back a little bit.
Second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the third day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree.
On the fourth day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 4 calling birds,
3 French hens, 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree.
I do love Mitch's turtle doves. His diction is always spot on, and it's always designed to really hit the parts of the word that are really important. And again, that's probably why that's part of the reason why a lot of people really appreciate him, and sort of crush on him in some ways, because he's technically sound. It's not like he's just a high voice somewhere. He actually is really, really well. He's sort of well practiced, well rehearsed, well trained in his technique, as they all are. But those little moments there are really sort of the icing on the cake for me when he does this enunciation and pronunciation of words that really pulls out the word and emphasizes it in a really amazing way. So I'm going to go back a little bit.
Me. 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree.
On the fourth day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 4 calling birds,
3 French hens, 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree.
On the fifth day of Christmas, my true love gave to me
5 golden rings,
4 calling birds,
3 French hens, 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree.
On the sixth day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 6 geese a laying,
5 golden rings,
4 calling birds,
3 French hens, 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the seventh day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 7 swans a swimming,
6 geese a laying,
5 golden rings,
4 calling birds,
3 French hens, 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree.
Before they move on to the next part, I've seen this video about 6 times now. And again, for those of you who don't know how I do reaction videos for Pentatonix, is I watch them to get a sense of it, because again, there's 5 moving parts, and so the one thing I really don't want to do is to watch this and then go, I don't know what to say. Wow. Because the wow is going to be there anyway. But again, I'm listening to it from a person who's performed songs like this and really enjoy music from a performer standpoint. not necessarily from an audience member standpoint. I'll sit in concerts and I'll wonder how they're going to hit that note, or how they created that sound, or the use of this instrument and that instrument and all of that. So when I listen to this, the reason I bring this all up is like right now I'm about to go, wow. I'm having, it's not that, okay, I'm having a little, I haven't quite processed this yet, because they're doing so many different changes within here. And again, people warned me about this, so I should know better. But they do so many changes within here because, again, the song can be really sort of repetitious and not so exciting. And so I can see why they added all these extra um, nuances and these genre switches within the song to help bring it out. And they do it not only when they go up to the next number in the sequence, but also on the way down. So three, whatever two turtle doves will always be two turtle doves, but again, it's they'll shift it up even on the way down. So when they're coming backwards through the notes, they'll actually play with the genres a little bit on the way down. And so there's a lot of variety within this, and I'm not going to try to call it out on each time through which genre they're doing here, which genre they're doing there. That's I'm going to leave that for the comments, but I'm just amazed at how well they're able to move from genre to genre, from classical to contemporary to you know I don't know what to call it. It's like a house thing, like a dancey sort of thing. So again, I'm 20 years removed from dance music in that regard. So I'm going to just back it up a little bit, and we're going to continue on, and we'll go.
6 geese a laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 8th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me.
Okay, I'm going to stop here. Why do I always do this? I like say something and then I stop again. Who's doing the high note here? Because I've listened to this, like I said, a couple of times, and I cannot find out who's doing the bump 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 part. And again, maybe I'm not looking fast enough, because I would expect that from Mitch, but I'm looking around and I'm not seeing that. I mean, it could be Kevin, I don't know, but it's just interesting because right here I'm sitting there going, are they cheating? Not that I care, but I was like, where is that bump, 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 bump coming from? So I'm going to go, and we're going to go back.
On the 8th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 8 maids a milking, 7 swans a swimming, 6 geese a laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 9th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 9 drummers drumming, 8 maids a milking, 7 swans a swimming, 6 geese a laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds.
Okay, on the way down, the chords that they were doing to surround every single person singing their number, amazing use of a swell and an amazing use of a dissonant chord. And I don't know the actual. It sounded like in big band music, it sounded like a chord that had a sixth in it to create that dissonance, to create that sound. I could be completely wrong. I'm not gonna. That's what it sounded like. I expect to be wrong on that one, but it had this beautiful dissonance in it that created this movement and the intensity within it. And again, Pentatonics is great at creating intensity in their songs. So I'm going to go back a little bit, and we're going to listen for that.
Golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 9th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 9 drummers drumming, 8 maids a milking, 7 swans a swimming, 6 geese a laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 10th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 10 pipers piping, 9 drummers drumming, 8 maids a milking, 7 swans a swimming, 6 geese a laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 11th day of Christmas.
Okay, I'm going to back it up here as this starts, and just a quick shout out to Kevin. he's doing everything in this particular song. He sings, he does all this percussive stuff, and again, he's shifting between genres and feels, which I'm using that in a very loose way. That's not an official musical term, but basically, he's using his beatboxing technique to create the feel of each of the genres that are being presented in here. So there's a snare drum, that typical Nutcracker snare drum for, the drummer's drumming and all of this stuff, and he's creating all the different sounds that help create the era and the tone quality and the percussive quality of each of those eras. Plus he sings. So a big shout out to him. So I'm going to go back a couple of seconds and we'll
Nine
continue.
drummers drumming,
8 maids are milking, 7 swans are swimming,
6 geese a laying,
5 golden rings,
4 calling birds,
3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 11th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 11 ladies dancing, 2 pipers piping,
9 drummers drumming,
8 maids are milking, 7 swans are swimming,
6 geese a laying,
5 golden rings,
4 calling birds,
3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree.
On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 12 lords a leaping,
Ladies dancing, pipers piping,
9 drummers drumming,
8 maids are milking, 7 swans are swimming,
6 geese a laying,
5 golden rings,
4 calling birds,
3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. Bum, bum, bum.
Okay. I do love the fact that there are these moments of intentional and accidental camp within the song. Like the when they're at 12, it's amazing the how Scott sort of there's a campiness to that to me in my mind. So again, if we can talk about that in the comments, but just again, this is just an amazing use of their musicality. They understand enough about multiple genres of music. So when Kirsten sang the ladies dancing, it was 1970s, straight out of the 1970s. I felt 1970s like disco-y sort of feel to that, and that last part was sort of musical theater cabaret sort of sound, and again it goes all the way down, and it's just again their understanding of arrangement, and again they're all trained, so I know that they know this, but I have to bring it up because, well, I do. They do an amazing job of just building all of those things together and emphasizing what they need to emphasize at any given time. So like drummers, you had that snare thing, and it's a lot. I could go on for days about this, so I'm going to leave that go at that. Again, I'm not going to do a full breakdown of this because each and every, I mean, you go up and you go down the numbers. So on any number, you can have a different sort of genre or a different tempo, a different beat, a different intensity happen at each of these. And this is one of the things that if they perform this live, just trying to remember it's just amazing. So with that, I'm going to let you guys go. Please put your comments, continue the conversation below. I really appreciate all the things that you say in those comments and all the things that you bring forth in terms of the conversation and filling in the context for me and for everybody else who comes to visit this reaction. So with that, I'm going to let you guys go. Enjoy your day. And as always, be safe.